So on to the next item. Deb found this little teak table, which is kind of cool. Let me just scoot this over a bit. So it has these little covers. They close up right on top of this sink, and then this little spigot sits right up here. I don't know, she got it at Facebook Marketplace or whatever, but it's missing the spigot. So I went to Lowe's and Home Depot, and you know they have your kitchen sinks, right? Hot and cold, not just a single cold one, because this is going to hook to a hose or outside spigot. But this seems to work okay, I think. Yeah, I can see that the valve does turn. Stops blowing air out of it, so I think it works. What I might do is, rather than replace this whole thing, because if I do I'll have to drill a bigger hole in the teak, I think I'm going to run up to Home Depot and just see if they have a valve that will fit onto this. Yeah. So this is what we have right here, this little splined spigot. And if I can get something that'll fit on that, well then that'll work great. If not, I'll use the one that we have here. So I think off to Home Depot. You know, this is it's a nice little setup right here. I like the way this this just fits right inside of this with a nice clean look. So there's a washer that's stuck to the bottom of it there, probably varnished on. Let's take this, we'll run up to Home Depot, see what they have. If they don't have that, I've got this old sink in the garage that I will take the faucet off of. It's got hot and cold and a sprayer that comes out of it. It's definitely one for like the kitchen. Funny thing is, this is a standard household connection. It doesn't work great for the outside spigots here. All right, put this piece on. Off to the store.
So as I was leaving Home Depot and driving through the parking lot, I saw this little, water drainage thing in the back. So you definitely don't want to go through any open gates you see here. That was pretty surprising.
All right, I just got back from Home Depot. I went ahead and took this spigot and cleaned it up real good inside the house. I did not clean up that little bolt. I need to clean that nut up. So it's amazing how much corrosion was on here, and it looks really, really good. And went ahead and got a new knob that looks like it'll fit it. So let me clean this up and we'll get back out here. This is a universal fitting deal, which is kind of wild. It just has these little screws on the side, and it tightens up two blocks that pinch down around the spline here. Don't know that I like it now that I just got it here. Mainly because it doesn't go all the way down, right? It just has a little gap right there, but it's all right. We'll make do here. Put that in. Oop. I told you there was a washer there. Make sure we get that washer on. Just got finger tight to start. We'll go ahead and tighten it up a little bit more here. There we go. Just enough to hold that on there so it doesn't rotate. Hose on here. Let me show you what I got. I think this will be handy here. Because this is just going to connect to our garden hose, I went ahead and got a fitting that goes from the 1/2-inch MIP to a regular garden hose. So that'll be perfect for that part of it. But I want this to be nice and easy to connect the hose to. And you'll notice, and once this screws on, you'd have to twist the hose in there. It would get all kinked up. So I also bought this piece, which I can screw right onto here. And then the hose can be put right here. So I'll have something to loosen it up with. So let's just get this tossed away, get some Teflon tape going here. Get a little bit of Teflon tape going on this. You probably don't need to, but I like to do this just because it feels like a good security way of doing it. All right, got enough on that. Because the nice thing is these fittings have a rubber washer in them as well, so they'll help seal it up. But that's all right, we'll do a little bit there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this male piece, which is going to go into that fitting. Again, probably don't have to do this, but just to be safe, I will. Especially since I didn't think about, oh good, there is a washer in that. I was like, I didn't get a washer for that. But this will never come off of here, right? This will stay on the actual counter. When we move the counter around or have to hook the hose up to it, we will just do so. We'll start this just by going right in here. I'm only going to go hand tight. And then I'm going to put the label underneath the counter, so this is the side that will stick out the back. And I'll take this guy and put it right on here. Twist these guys on here. Hey little buddy. Hey, look at you showing off. Here, you might not be able to see it on camera, but I'm going to put this up through that access hole so the other end of it stays outside of this. There we go. I've already put some Teflon tape on the bottom side of the spigot. And we're just going to get this guy screwed on here. Alright, that feels good and tight. Let's give this a shot. Alright, so my hose is leaking back there where I have it connected, but yeah, it looks like I'm dripping a little bit right here too. Yeah, it leaks a little there too, but alright. Well, there we go. So this is now fixed. I'm just going to go ahead and put some screws down in the sink to hold it down again. There you go. You can still use our faucet. There we go. Look, simple project day. Bye, y'all. Enjoy your time. We'll see you next week.